baby.
Welcome back to the SKC Fighter Interview Show. I'm your host, Brandon Halley. Today, I'm joined by Majid Corbett from the Warriors Academy. Majid, how are you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. Good. How about yourself?
Good. So I want to get right to it, man. So I know you just had a fight. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Last week, right?
No, it was like 2 weeks ago, April 6th.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, dude. I mean, I know
Yeah.
you won that. Tell me about how that fight went.
It went okay. Not too bad. I talked to my coach about it, and we were happy about some things, and weren't too happy about things. There's always room to improve, but like I said, the outcome was cool. The whole experience overall was pretty great. I was in there. I felt good. I felt in shape. I felt strong. I was confident. I had some nerves. So, I don't know. It just felt good all around. Like I said, there was definitely a lot of things to improve on, uh, fighting wise. But we're back in the gym for that, baby. So I got smart coaches, analytical coaches that see every small detail, everything that I do, and we're working on that. We
Yeah,
find it,
let's
get it done.
let's talk about that a little bit. Talk to me about your coach. Talk to me about the gym. How you ended up there.
So my head coach is Coach Carl Reed. He is the head instructor, the owner, the head coach over at No Worries Academy, and um, you went mute again. But uh, freaking oh, dude, he coached me in college, man. He coached me in college since I was 17. I went to college when I was 17 and everything like that. And he was the assistant coach over at Limestone. The head coach was Keller Revels. And yeah, man, freaking we really didn't I don't want to say we didn't get along at first, but we didn't see really eye to eye. We weren't really I wasn't really one of his guys, like quote unquote, some of us would say. But freaking Coach Keller Revels recruited me to Limestone, and I went there, and I loved it. And yeah, dude, me and him just got tied in together, and I saw him fighting and everything like that. And I always wanted to fight. That was just always kind of my dream. I always said, like, if I won a national title before I graduated, I'd drop out of college and start fighting. I moved to California out of a van and fucking start fighting, but that didn't happen. But nah, yeah, he was fighting everything like that. I saw him doing it, and I was like, shit. Like, he's that close. Like, I see this guy every day. I train, I basically train with him. I get coached by him. Like I want to do that. Like, put me on. And so I pretty much was like, hey, I just told him my interest, what I wanted to do, how much it meant to me, and he told me to just show up. Like cop in, come around, and I did that. I made sure that I just pulled up to his house, stayed for a week with him or whatever, trained with Stephen Thompson, and just was just in his back pocket for the most part. And here I am. It just became my lifestyle. Here I am.
So
Put
in
my own.
college, yeah, exactly. So you're a college wrestler in college, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Talk about how you got into that too.
That started when I was like 14. I had was playing football for Sumter High, and I thought I was gonna be a football star like every American boy. Shoot for the stars. But my coaches were asking me if I how much I weighed, and I was like, I weigh like 100 pounds, and they were like, all right, where you want to be our 106 for wrestling? I didn't even know what the sport was. I had no clue what it was. I didn't know what a mat looked like, a singlet or anything. And they were like, and I was like, yeah, I guess. And they ended up eventually just telling me like, yeah, you're coming out to wrestle for us. I was like, all right, whatever. So I pulled up. I see the wrestling room. I see where we were practicing, everything like that, and I was like, holy shit. But what got me into wrestling, what kept me into wrestling was like pretty much traveling, dude. Like when I traveled to other parts of South Carolina, when I was hanging out with the boys in the hotel rooms, on the bus, like just, doing crazy wild shit at the restaurants and stuff, just doing fun stuff as a kid. But that's what really kept me in and freaking I don't know, I just love competing. I love the one-on-one aspect. I love that it was just about me out there. But yeah, I freaking wrestled in high school. I won a state title. I wasn't really heavily recruited because I was a 106 as a senior, so you're pretty much small, too small for a 125 in college. And I got some looks from different guys in different colleges and things like that. And then I ultimately wanted to go to Limestone because my brother and the recruit class below me or before me all went there, and I knew all those boys. And I was like, I looked up to all those guys. They were all like my heroes. So sent my ass to Limestone and freaking balled out while I was there. Did my thing there.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So tell me how long you've been training now.
So cross training as in the aspect of like doing my boxing and kickboxing and jiu-jitsu and things like that. I started that. I officially like started full time in like January, March, April, May, June of 2022. And then, but I had been boxing a little bit before that. I've been cross training in college, like I said, when I was found out Carl was fighting and the stage that he was on and the things that he was doing, the people he was around, and like I wanted to be on that. So since I was a freshman, since I was a freshman in college, since I was like 18, like on different like school breaks and things like that, I would go hang out with him for a weekend. Like if we had an extra long weekend, I'd go with him and train with him or freaking during the summer I stayed with him like a week, 2 weeks or things like that. But that was really it, dude. I met my boxing coach while I was in college. I was like my fourth year into college or something like that, and I met him, and we've been going together for a while now. And then like I said, man, that's really it. That's really it too. I just started really like full time training, full time with the whole schedule and everything like I'm doing now. June of 2022.
So you are a fairly young competitor in the MMA space, and MMA is your primary sport. I think you've had at least one other kickboxing fight. Am I correct?
Yeah, I think two kind of. I would say two because by technicality is two because I had a fight in October that was supposed to be an MMA, but it turned into a kickboxing fight, and then I had a fight in April of like last year that was supposed to be MMA. Opponents dropped out and things like that, and it turned into a kickboxing fight. So those are the only two things I got.
So tell me, where do you feel like the difference is for you in how you have to change your style from your MMA style to a kickboxing style?
Just don't take them down. That's it. Just don't take their ass down. It's just that simple. Everything else applies. I don't change anything else up about my striking or anything like that. I'm pretty confident in it. I like it. I'm growing into it. Uh, it feels good. Um, and I get somewhat results out of it. But um, nah, nothing really changes. Just don't take his ass down. If I got to keep my composure about myself. If shit starts getting a little too haywire on my feet, like I can't take him down. I gotta figure it out. I gotta stay based. I gotta stay composed. And that's just part of the game. That's just exactly how it was in different situations in wrestling and shit like that. But or in just any combat. But yeah, bro, I just keep the same game. Just don't take his ass down.
Yeah, man.
Don't try.
So
Don't try to. Still might
right,
get beat up.
right.
Yeah.
Like little sweeps here
Regardless.
happen there, right? But
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
look like you can't hit a double leg or
Yeah,
single
yeah, yeah, yeah.
from
I ain't gonna
distance.
hit a double leg on you, but I might just kind of bully you around and you might fall.
You'll get a warning, and then you just can't do it again. So you
Hey,
get that
y'all,
monthly
hey.
pass.
Look, you always get one. You always get a
Yeah,
oops.
yeah. So I want to talk to you about your experience fighting overseas. So you were on the USA Gamma MMA team. So talk to me about how that opportunity came about and what that experience was like for you.
Oh man. So man, that opportunity came about. We were like talking to that in the works for a long time. Even before I started training full time, me and my coach had came up together like a plan, of, like how we're going to do this, like what we're going to do, and like what are the right steps to like be the best in the world to like complete my goals, right? To be the best fighter in the history, and like how do you start that journey? How do you do it, right? And then this was part of the journey, part of the steps, and part of it is being amateur world champion, two for me personally, a two-time amateur world champion, and that's one of the goals we want to catch. Before that's the ultimatum in like deciding, when it's time to go pro, when it's ready. But dude, it came about in the fact of Gamma's kind of new, and I'm gonna just keep it real with you. We didn't really have like a tryout or nothing, but the guys who run Gamma, they knew me, and they knew that I fought. They knew how I fought. They are comfortable with me competing for Team USA and representing. So they were like, hey, give them the shot. And also too, man, I accepted, all the challenges. Like I was down to fight anybody at 45, anybody at 35, So I didn't deny anyone or anything like that. So that just puts in a case like, anybody in the nation in the US that wants it, that want to get it, at whatever weight, 35 or 45, you can get it. So I guess that was part of the reason that I was like, all right, well, you can, you're the guy on the spot. There hasn't been anyone that, you fought or you haven't fought. That's. But anywho, We my coach knew Justin Brown. He also coached on the team a couple years ago with Coach Cody Freeland, and they coached a couple of champions with Hannah Rakala and Lawrence Phillips. Both of those guys, or both of him and her, winning Gamma World title a couple of years ago back in Amsterdam. So he was already, like I said, he already had known Justin. He already known a couple of people that worked for the organization, and he gave him a tip like, "Hey, I got a good 45. I got somebody who's worth a damn, who's willing to fight." So they're like, "Hey, sign him up." Here I am.
What was the experience like fighting foreign fighters, and was there anything about their styles that kind of surprised you at all?
Nah, not really. No, not really. I mean, they're human. They get knocked out. They can get hurt just as well. Like, you know, some of them push the pace depending on where they're from and stuff like that. But like that's the greatest part about wrestling, and that's what like the greatest thing that like taught me in wrestling was like you're gonna have guys for set like 6 minutes, 7 minutes straight that are just coming at you, boom, boom, just boom, 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 and you're gonna have guys that are setting you up with stuff. You're gonna have guys that are like real strategic. You're gonna have guys that can do a little bit of both, right? So it's like I'm prepared for, I've been prepared for that for a long time. And anybody or anything that you throw at me, one of them guys from Russia, one of those guys from fucking Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, one of those mountains or whatever, like, whatever the pace they want to bring, or, from any other country, like, it ain't nothing I haven't seen before. So it wasn't really, I just, be true to myself. Like, I know they're human. I know I'm one of the greatest. Like I feel like I'm the greatest. And I get my ass whooped all the time. But like every day actually. I got beat up this morning. Uh but freaking I just know when I step across the cage against someone else, and I got my coaches behind me and everything like that, like, and the people behind me, I'm just unstoppable. Regardless of where I'm at or anything like that. Like where I'm at, it don't matter. We just get down to it. So competing overseas wasn't a big factor to me. Competing against guys from different countries wasn't nothing special to me. They know how to strike. They know how to wrestle. They do. We all doing the same shit. So it's who does it better, faster, and stronger, and smarter.
Going through your Instagram, one of your posts, you have put a caption saying, of course, like fighting is what you really truly love to do, but fighting is where none of your other problems apply. This is where you can truly live. So talk to me about your mindset when you're in the back room and hitting pads and you finally get gloved up and you put your cup in and you're ready to go. Tell me about what's going through your mind right before you step into the ring or the cage.
Oh man, yeah. Just talking about it gets me already in the mood for it. But dude, I'm just already set with reality. It sounds kind of funny, but I like to simplify. I just really like to simplify everything, and that's what also helped me while I was in Thailand. And when I fight, I just simplify it. It's just like, look, if this guy that I'm fighting, if I saw him on a Saturday night, which is a Saturday night, if I see this guy on a Saturday night, and we were at a bar or we're out in the street or just anything was going on, and I had to fight him right here, right now, in front of all these people, I would get it done and I would do it. So I feel comfortable in myself in that case. And I've being in college and, going out to parties and things like that. Like that's just where I kind of also like, built that confidence also through wrestling and stuff like that. It's just like, time and time and time going against someone, and random people at that and figuring it out and like dominating them is like, kind of like instilled in me. But like I was saying too, like and like I would simplify like if we're out in the woods, if it was just me and this guy right here, like I have to get back home. Like I have to feed my family. Like I don't care about anything that's going on between, you and yours. Like it's all about me and what I have to do for myself. And that's the part that I really like. It's like I'm actually in there in a sense, like fighting for my life. And that's like the biggest thrill to me. It's I don't know, it's like something that I don't want to say it's like unexplainable because, I'm trying to explain it, but it's I don't know, I just simplify it and I just zone in, you know. I don't allow
It's
myself
interesting.
to get crazy, hyped up about nothing because I'm fighting for my life again, you know.
Mhm.
It is a performance, it's a show. You will get that. You
Right.
would get that in the art itself, but I'm trying to kill you, bro. I know.
It's
Shit gets
interesting
to
that
you
you
there.
take the route of putting yourself in that almost that survival instinct mode of like you said, like if I have to if I have to fight this guy on the street, like out anywhere outside of this ring, I have to still get it done. And it's
Yeah.
really interesting that obviously some fighters don't take that approach, right? Some fighters really look at this as this is the job. I'm gonna get this job done. But you look at this almost as a um, it's it's me or him. One of us is gonna have to die in here, and then that's
Yeah.
where you put yourself mentally. Very inspiring. So you're one of the top MMA fighters in the Southeast, likely in the nation. Uh, you can get an MMA fight anywhere in the country. I'm sure promoters will love to have you come out and fly you out and whatnot. So why pick a kickboxing fight? Of course, really close to your home, but why pick a kickboxing fight?
Dude, great question, man. Freaking dude, it's just to build skill, man. Just to build skill, training, and just to get better. Freaking I'm going against one of the like I feel like this dude that I'm fighting is like pretty damn good. So it's like, all right, word, I got a really good test. And like I said, this is what it's about. It's about testing myself, seeing where I'm at. I've been doing boxing, kickboxing, and striking for a while now. And like now it's like time to really test it. And that's part of me and my coach. It's like, look, like yeah, pretty much that's really it. It's just myself, put myself in an environment where like I can't take him down if shit gets crazy, like I can't take him down if I'm like beating him up and I want to take him down, if I want to dominate him, I still have to keep it composed. So, dude, it's just honestly a test for myself. This kid that I'm fighting, I believe, like I said, is pretty good. Really good, respectable opponent. And like I said, I just want to test myself and fucking see where I'm really at, see if I'm about that talk. But no, I'm gonna walk the walk and fucking it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'm just, gonna stay confident, stay humble about what I'm doing. And dude, taking a challenge, I think it's a challenge to test that, it's worth seeing and feeling out before I go fight for a Pan American Championship in July.
What does it mean to be able to fight close to your home in front of your family and friends?
Dude, awesome. It's awesome, bro. And I didn't realize like how like what these are pretty much like home matches, like home fights, like how like convenient they are, like how nice they are. Because like when you go places, it's really nice. I love traveling and going places and seeing stuff and everything like that. But you have to find stuff. You have to find where the sauna is at. You got to find this. Like you got to have the timing right. This and that, and back and forth. Like make sure you got all your shit. This that. But like when you're at home, like when you're at home, like fighting at home, you got a home match. Like you got all your people around you just in case you need something. Yo, like I'll call homeboy or somebody. Like stop what you're doing. Come help me out, and they'll fucking they'll stop what they're doing and come. But that's the best part. Like you know where everything's at. You can plan a little bit better. You're a little bit more comfortable. You can sleep in a little bit more, I guess. I don't know, but I don't know. I think it is. I think like as I've grown, I've learned to value like home matches. I used to think they're like, all right, this shit's kind of inconvenient. I feel like we have more stuff to do during a home match, and really you kind of do, but it's kind of cool seeing all your family and all your peoples around you. That's really the best part. That's the coolest
Yeah,
part
sure.
because
And
they
I
can't
think
go
you'll
with you
really,
everywhere.
yeah,
But when you got
exactly.
the whole squad there, you see everybody from like high school, college, like friends, like it's like like people now. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, exactly. I think you and Fernando. I think you guys are gonna put on an amazing show. So I'm really excited to watch you guys fight in person too.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I think you'll really like the venue also. The venue, the Foundry, is a really really nice place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, locker rooms a little small, but it's nice. But it's got showers and everything. Big
Yeah.
bathroom, showers. Um, I mean, like you kind of like walk through this back room hallway, and then like immediately as soon as you walk out, you have like people right next to you because you have to go through the crowd in order to get into the ring. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
that's
nice
cool.
lighting, and like as soon as you're done, you could go out and go grab a drink like with your friends. I mean, there's bars right there. Yeah, it's a really nice place. So
Yeah.
I think you should be looking forward to that. All right, man. So before we start wrapping it up, I want to talk to you about get to a little more fun questions. So, of course, gonna have to ask you this. UFC 300. I'm gonna have to make you pick one fight that you enjoy the most, and what were your thoughts on it?
One fight that I enjoyed the most. I would probably yo. I'm about to get criticized for this, but you want to know what fight I enjoyed the most? Aljamain Sterling's fight. His fight was so much fun to me, and people were booing and everything like that. But like that was like textbook, like that was textbook, almost like man, that was just like putting all like MMA together. When he was in and out, bro, and
Mhm.
when it was time to take Qatar down, he would strike, take him down, boom, on his ass, on his back. He had great takedown, great posture, keeping himself safe when he had Qatar in those grappling positions. Qatar would maybe try to hit him or something, but dude, Aljamain is the man. I thought that fight was great. Of course, oh my God, I can't miss out on this. Max Holloway's knockout. I can't even lie to you, my boy. I was falling asleep. I'm a sleepy boy, man. I be falling asleep mad early, and so them fights be coming on dumb late. I be crashing out a little bit, but dude, Max Holloway's fight was sick, and I was just really, really impressed with how he fought that entire fight. And I was just like, because I had him losing. I thought Gaethje was the bigger guy. I thought Gaethje was going to hurt him a little bit, be a little bit more physical with him and things like that. But dude, that man Max Holloway just fucking, it's just beyond levels of experience and in the fight game. So that's just inspiring. Pereira's a dog. I don't know. Everybody was awesome, but I would have to say the Aljamain because I was watching that and I had called it the other way. I had Qatar winning, and I was just like, damn, because Aljamain really just showed me why my coach wants me to fight how we fight, and I was like, oh, okay, that shit works.
I mean, he absolutely dominated him doing a brand new weight class against someone who, Calvin Cater is not a scrub by any means. He's
No,
not a
no,
nobody. He's an experienced, talented fighter in the UFC, and he
yeah,
absolutely dominated him everywhere. The striking, the
yeah.
grappling, everywhere, man.
Everywhere, everywhere. And that's why I thought I was like, he's beat. But dude, he used his grappling so well to distract
Hmm.
Cater from striking that Cater would bite on his face. Boom, boom, boom. Hit him with that. In and out. And like it was like of course it was a little unorthodox, but hey man, shit, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Some people are technical, some people are a little unorthodox, so it is how it is.
Yeah, and then of course, I had the same way. I thought Justin was gonna win because bigger guy. He's been really clean up his
Yeah.
striking lately too. But
Yeah.
that's the beauty of the fight game, man. Anything can happen. And Max capitalized on every opportunity he had, hurt him, and then continued to hurt him. And then of course that 459 knockout in the fifth round, that was nuts.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. Those gotta
Yeah,
be some of the craziest knockouts. Last second, it's like boom, he's done for.
yeah.
Dang, it's over.
Talk to me about some of your favorite foods that you like to go to for your weight cut, and what do you like to eat after you win?
Favorite foods to go to when I weight cut. Steak and eggs in the morning. In the afternoon it's like fish and rice, whether it's salmon. I kind of fade away from the tuna, but I really like salmon, and I just like any kind of like scaled like caught fish. Like you can just eat that. And then for dinner, steak, like steak and broccoli or steak and like asparagus. And then I'll switch that up between that. Let's say that's one day, and then another day, the next morning it'd be like eggs and avocado or eggs and like avocado toast, eggs and like avocado and steak. And then for lunch it'd be like ground beef and rice, and then for dinner it'd be like steak and baked potato. Not baked potato, but it was sweet potato.
Mhm.
Those are the two things that I go back and forth with.
What
Like
about after you
cutting
that
weight.
face? What's the first thing
Burgers,
you're grabbing, bro?
pizza, whatever the first thing I can find, whatever the first thing I can grab. Literally the first thing I get, I'm settled with it. But no, you say after weigh-ins or after I fight, like after because there's a
Oh, we
difference.
can go. We can go after weigh-ins too, but I was talking about after the fight to celebrate.
All right, so I have a like a real disciplined like schedule on like what I eat or drink after weigh-in. So I don't eat anything for like the first 3 hours. I drink my Pedialyte. I put all my all everything back into me, all my like supplements, nutrition, and everything. But I put that all in me, and then like I'll eat like at first like baby food, then I'll eat like a bagel, then I'll start to get into like because it starts to get a little late, kind of fast. So I eat that a little bit, and then I'll eat why am I tripping right now? I'll eat pasta. Yeah, I eat pasta and steak. That's what I had last time. I had pasta and ground beef last time. But yeah. Yeah, I'll eat that. But yeah, burgers. I'll eat a burger. Yeah, I love burgers. But after all of that, I'm eating fucking ice cream. I am eating. That's my favorite thing. That's the last thing to go on my list. Like when I'm cutting weight, the last thing, bad thing I eat is ice cream. But yeah, for anything I get, burgers, pizza, uh, roast beef, uh, ice cream. I don't know. That's really it. I like pasta. I like eating all kinds of food, dude. If there's
Yeah.
a Mexican spot right across the street, I'm going to hit the Mexican food. Like I eat it. I eat everything though.
What's your flavor of ice cream of choice?
That is a hard question. That is a hard question. I would either have to say butter pecan or waffle cone. Those are the two. Those two
I feel
right
like there's
there.
like two schools of thought. Like you can go for the fruity ice cream, or you can go for like chocolatey. Most people
Like the
fall into
creamy.
either. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not the big fruity guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't really the
I'm
big
not
fruity
either. I
guy.
used to be. I used to love like strawberry cheesecake or like strawberry, but my
Yeah,
girl,
or
she
like
put
the
me on
cherry.
Reese's,
I like
so
that cherry ice cream.
hmm
That's like good ice
it's
cream.
good, man. I
But
mean, all ice cream is good. All ice cream is good, but I'm really into chocolate ice cream now. My girl put me on it, so
see, no, bro, I don't do the chocolate ice cream. I haven't ate chocolate. Oh, dude, I gotta be like, nah, I won't. I'll let chocolate ice cream frostbite in the fridge. I'm gonna freeze it. I won't eat it.
wow.
I do not like chocolate ice
Disrespect.
cream. It's so
Disrespect.
overrated, bro. Like, what the fuck?
That's funny, man. All right, man.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up, any last shout outs you want to give out?
Uh, Man, shout out to all my sponsors and the people that got me to this position that have helped me get this far and are supporting me, like the family and friends, all the guys that buy tickets and things like that. That shake my hand, say what's up, and wish me congrats. Like, I want to thank you guys first off. Thank you to my coaches, Coach Carl Reed, Coach Cody Freeland, Coach Teddy Cruz, Ian Dunaway, David Close, like all those guys, all around, everyone that has to chip in, with everything that I do. Shout out to my training partners. Shout out to my gyms. But I just want to say that's really it, man. Thank you to everyone that helps out with this process, and shout out to you guys for reaching out and having this interview. And that's really it, man. And, that's all I got for everyone. Hope everybody's doing good, and I wish the best, and I just want to say thank you again.
Shout out to our
Yeah.
sponsor, Shipsco, Project Pantheon. I'm always repping the Project Pantheon merch. Also, Virtue Concrete and Dynamite Kickboxing. Come watch Majid Corbett fight live May 11th at the Foundry in Greenville, South Carolina. This will be a banger. I promise you're not going to want to miss it. If you cannot attend in person, check it out on pay-per-view, WKInternational.tv.